I want all businessmen here to keep a note of it. Then I do a cancer diagnosis business using PET-CT, that is a radiology business. Everybody charges 25,000 rupees. I charge 10,000 rupees. Mind you, that is already profitable in the third year. So, pricing is philosophy. And this earth which is closed down because you have priced it low. All the companies which have been closed down because they could not control the cost. Controlling the cost is longevity of business, not pricing the product. So that was a 14 years of stipend. I acted poor, lived frugal. So this is in 1995. God was waiting until I get into business. Very interesting. You want to know how? Before 1995, there was no web server. There was no email. There was no barcode. There was no bidirectional interfacing. भगवान उसको ही साथ देता है जो रिस्क लेता है. I want all of you to keep in your mind. Business is nothing but romancing with risk. Don't get it wrong. It is not risking with romance. This was my dream in 1996. Those days there was no PowerPoint. This was an overhead projector. And this has been preserved because this is remaining in the history of Thyrocare, that a man thought about 15 grams of gland. And I didn't know in 1,000 crore how many zeros are there, so I have written it. But mind you, in this business, I have invested 2 lakh rupees. And today I have 2 lakh lakhs. 2 lakh to 2 lakh lakhs. So, a brand around a gland. You can make a brand of whatever you are focusing. I was having an option to keep myself as Velumani pathology. And if I loved my wife too much, I could have kept Sumati pathology. And if there was a girlfriend troubling, I could have kept as Saraswati or Kaveri pathology. But I stuck to a name. Please make sure your business is not known as so-and-so private limited or so-and-so's owners private limited. It should communicate very clearly. Half of my business value is on the name of the brand. And this is very important for businessmen to understand. In one picture, Rajinikanth comes late. The villain asks him, "Kya Rajini, are you late?" "No, I am the latest." In this industry, and the organized players, I was the late and I was the latest. I did a Docomo at that time. What is Docomo? 1 paisa, 1 second. उससे नीचे जा सकता है क्या? So I did a Docomo at that time. I did the Ola at that time. First ride free. I gave first week free. Right? I didn't know what I'm doing, but I did it. Snapdeal, using website. Today, 2,000 people book their profiles using website. And a McDonald's. What is McDonald's? There is only a burger, there is no masala dosa there. And I focus only on thyroid. I don't focus on pituitary. I don't focus on kidney. So that's focus. Walmart. What Walmart does? It doesn't trouble the end user. It squeezes the vendor. You are advised to squeeze the vendor, not to trouble the end user. If you trouble the end user, your brand has 10 years of age. If you trouble the vendor by gaining a volume, they are not going to listen to your voice, but they surrender to your volume. So if you build a volume, your brand has got long life. So it's not a PC Sorkar's business. It's a very simple business. First, you need to focus. I have focused on what I knew. That's thyroid business. If you want to know how focus is successful, all of you know one brand called as Krishna Sweets. Yes? A single seat, thousands of crores of value. Focus. You don't have to do too many things. India is at 1.25 billion. When I started thyroid, people told me there are only 3 tests in thyroid. How are you going to survive? I said there is 1.25 billion thyroids in the country. This country is having such a big market. If you just focus on anything, that is a 1,000 crore market. Anything. Concept, pathology laboratories were functioning in a 10 kilometer, 20 kilometer radius. So they will only market, they will only procure, they will only do the test, they will only do everything. What did I do? I segregated my business into procuring and processing. Procuring, I gave it to franchisees. I do only processing. This is innovation in a medical diagnostic industry. First time somebody thought through. That's concept. Of course, quality, if it is not there, no one will come to you for the second time. And cost, इससे सस्ता दुनिया में हो ही नहीं सकता है. Healthcare in India is the cheapest. In India, I am the cheapest. Speed, we use air cargo. So every flight takes 3 hours to reach Mumbai maximum. We are present in 1,200 cities in the country and we are lean. Please note this word lean is very important. What differentiates Indigo from Air India? Did I ask about air hostess? What is the difference between BSNL and Airtel? Lean. Please keep in your mind, lean, if you are not in business. Mathematics, and I am a numerical pathologist. You all must be wondering where from this new terminology is numerical pathologist. Pathology can be divided into 2 segments. One is numerical, another is subjective. Numerical tells 17 milligram per ml, nanogram per ml, microgram per ml. Subjective tells it could be cancer, it could be inflammation, it could be tuberculosis, it could be. Opinion, right? I didn't get into opinion, I got into numerical. Numerical is scalable, opinion is not scalable. This is intelligence. Find out, analyze, pick up what is scalable. And I understood mathematics well. I want all of you to know or reminded of one thing. Mathematics is the most powerful of all in business specifically, because in business everything is numbers. So that is numerical pathology. We created a network and an air cargo was utilized and overnight processing. We work only in the night. We don't work in the day. Do you know why we work only in the night? Newspaper prints only in the night. News collection is daytime. So specimen collection is in daytime. Processing in the night time. Don't do what your neighbor does. अगर आप OE करते हैं जो पड़ोसी करते हैं, फिर आप OE होगा जो पड़ोसी हुआ है. So these are punchlines. Take less to get more. And if you want to take more, you will only get less. This is nature. जो देना चाहता है उसको बहुत कुछ मिलता है, जो लेना चाहता है उसको कुछ मिलते ही नहीं है. Focus or fail. I don't think anything else can be achieved without focus. And learn to reset. Every day you will make mistakes. Mistakes are mistakes. Mistakes fall under 2 categories. One is errors, another is failures. Errors is when you correct mistakes, and failures are when you don't correct mistakes. Please reset every possible day or week. This is the laboratory, how it looks like. We have in our floor 158 meters of track. It is, my laboratory floor is as big as this, and it is connected by, you can Google and see Thyrocare Siemens as 2 words. You will see a complete presentation of this track. 40,000 specimen a night. Mind you, I get only $2 per specimen. You can understand what is the profitability, right? 200,000 tests a night. Every night, same night, before midnight, only in night. And I am not a fly-by-night operator. So 1,200 franchises, 600 cities, 700 staff, 98% freshers. Have you noticed 98% freshers? Why? Because when I went to ask for a job, every gada was asking, do you have an experience? So I have given an instruction in my office, if any experience comes, don't allow them inside the office. Mean age of the employees are 24.25, and by mistake I teach them discuss or decide, and many of them have decided to marry the girl who was sitting next to them. We have already 60 couples in the organization. Mera kasur nahi hai. All want to know what is scaling up. I am sure this BNI wants to help people to understand what is scaling up. I had started with the 200 square feet rented premises, 200 square feet rented premises, and today we own 2 lakh square feet owned business buildings, like these 2 buildings. And don't tell anybody in Bombay, I have 15 acres of land also. It is there in the balance sheet. So we bought reagent for $3 and rolled out services at $2. Is this not funny? Everybody in Bombay thought I am Jayalalitha's BNI. Everybody in Tamil Nadu felt I am Sarath Pawar's right hand.